welcome to the class. We are going to see three topics today. The first one, visualization of decimal through successive magnification decimals. In previous videos, we have seen representation of rational numbers and irrational numbers on the number line. So today we are going to see about the decimals, that is terminating, repeating and non-repeating. Three types of decimals we are going to see in this class. The second one is operations on real numbers. What are the operations? These are the basic operations: plus, minus, into, division, which means sum, difference, product and quotient of real number. Third, we are going to revise the laws of exponents which you have studied in class 8. I have taken a question here. Visualize 2.775, which is terminating decimal, and the number line through successive magnification. Magnification means expanding and observing, అంటే భూతద్దంలో చూడడం, ఇంకొంచెం పెద్దదిగా చేసి భూతద్దంలో చూడడం. By successive magnification means step by step we are going to magnify it and observe. So 2.775 lies between 2 and the next number, that is 3. So lies between 2 and 3. So 3 number lines I have taken. Now I am going to take 2 and 3 on the first number line. In our scale, there will be 10 divisions in between 2 numbers. In the same way, we are going to divide the portion between 2 and 3. So here in the middle, I have taken 2.5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portions. Similarly, other 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 I have drawn, 4 lines I have drawn. So 5 portions. Take 2.0, 3.0. On the first number line, I am going to take the decimal up to 1 decimal. So 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 and 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. So where is 2.775 lies between on this number line? If you observe carefully, 2.7 is there, 2.7 is here, 2.8 is here. So 2.775 will be somewhere in the middle. So it will be here. Now let us magnify this portion. Let us expand the portion between 2.7 and 2.8 and let us observe through magnifying glass. Magnifying glass means both of the 2.7 and 2.8 I am going to take on the second number line. I want up to 2 decimals, so I am writing 70. 2.70 is also same as 2.7 and 2.8 as 2.80. Now once again, let me divide this portion into 10 equal parts. So in the middle 2.70 and 2.80, 70 and 80. In the middle 75, so 2.75. So this side 5 equal portions, the other side 5 equal portions. So I have divided the number line into 10 equal portions. Now let me write 70, 80. So in between 71, that is 2.71, 2.72, 2.73, 2.74, 2.75. Like this, I can write up to 2.79. Now where is 2.775 on this number line? Between which two numbers it lies? If you observe carefully, so 2.77 it is here. 7, 8 is next one. So 775 means it will be in between this. Now let us expand this portion and observe it carefully using magnifying glass. So 2.77 and 2.78. So on the third number line, I am going to take 2.77 and 2.78, these two numbers. Now on this, I am going to take up to 3 decimal places, up to 1 decimal place, up to 2 decimal place, up to 3 decimal place. 770, 780, both are same. 2.70, 770 is same as 2.77, 2.780 is same as 2.78. Now once again, let me divide this portion into 10 equal parts. So in the middle 770, 780, middle is 775. So 2.775 is the middle. Now let me divide the portion. This side 10, 5 equal parts, the other side also 5 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 portions I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other side also. So this number is 2.771. This is 2.772, 2.773, 2.774, and this is 2.775, 2.776, 2.777, 2.778, 2.779. So where is 2.775 on this number if we observe? 2.771, 2.772, 2.773, 2.774, 2.775. So here is my number. So it lies in between 2.774 and 2.776, exactly the middle. Like this, we can visualize any decimal on the number line. We can continue the steps also. If I want up to 4 decimals also, one more number line. So here up to 3 decimal places they ask. So 3 number lines we have taken. So this process of visualization of representation of decimals on the number line through magnifying glass is called successive magnification. Visualize 4.262626 and so on, which is repeating decimal, and the number line to successive magnification up to 4 decimal places. So here up to 4 decimals means 2626, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decimal. Now if we observe, this lies between 4 and the next number 5. So here 4.2626 lies between 4 and 5. Up to 4 decimal places they asked on the number line to visualize. So I have taken 4 number lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 number lines, and divided the portion between, here if we see 10 equal parts already divided. 4.2626 lies between 4 and this number is 4 and 5. So on the first number line I am going to take up to 1 decimal place. So 4.0, 5.0. Middle will be 4. So here this is 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. Like this up to 4.9. Now if we observe 4.2626, it is after 4.2 and it before 4.3. So it lies between 4.2 and 4.3. Let us expand the portion between 4.2 and 4.3 and see through magnifying glass. So this is my 4.2 and this one is 4.3. I am going to write it as 20, 30 up to 2 decimal places. So 20 and 30, in between what are the numbers? 21, 22, 23, 24, like this. So 4.21, 4.22, 4.23, like this we can write up to 4.29. Now where is 4.2626 lies? Up to 2 decimal places. So 4.26, where is 4.26? Then 4.21, 4.22, like this. This is 4.25, 4.26. So 4.2626 will be after this, but before 4.27. So here it will be in between 4.26 and 4.27. Now let us magnify it to magnifying glass. So here I am going to take this portion now. So this is 4.26 and 4.27. I want up to 3 decimal places, 260 and 270. So first number will be 4.261, 4.262. Yes, in between 260 and 270. What are the numbers? 261, 262, like this. Those will be decimal parts here. 4.263, like this I can write up to 267, 267, that is 4.268, 4.269. So where is 2626? So if I see 262 up to 3 decimal places, 4.260, 4.261, 4.262. So here, and 4.2626 will be before 4.26. So it lies between these two portions. Now let us see this portion by dividing into 10 equal parts to magnifying glass. So on the next number line 4.262 and 4.263. Now let me take first up to first decimal, up to 2 decimals, up to 3 decimals. Here up to 4 decimals, 4.2620, 4.2630. Now the next number will be 2620. What is the next number? Here 620. There 630 means 621, 622, 623 and so on. These will be the in between. So here this is 4.2620, this is 4.2621, 4.2622, 4.2623, 4.2624 and the middle 4.2625 and this is 4.2626, 4.2626, like this 2627, 2628 and 26, 4.2629. So where is 4.2626? Here I can see it lies here. Exactly this point. Like this we can visualize decimals on the number line through successive check using magnifying glass. In a similar way you can magnify and observe the non-terminating, non-repeating decimals also. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is the operations on real numbers. Let us recall the definition of real numbers which we have seen in last video. Combination of rational and irrational. You know how to add rationals, that is fractions and integers. You know how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply, how to divide the fractional form of numbers. So here operations means plus, minus, into, division, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Since you know rational numbers, we are going to see more about irrational numbers. And here let us see what will happen if we add rational plus rational. Next, if we add irrational and irrational, what is the number we are going to get, whether it is irrational or irrational. If we take one rational and one irrational, what is the number we are going to get? Let us observe it. So these are the 3 cases, case 1, case 2, case 3. So case 1, I am going to take 2 rationals and I am going to find the sum. Sum means the result obtained by adding 2 numbers is called sum. The answer we get by subtracting means the result obtained is called difference. If we multiply, the answer we get is called product. If we divide 2 numbers, the answer obtained, the result obtained is called quotient. So here I have taken, to find the sum, I have taken 2 rational numbers which are in the form of p by q, 1 by 3 and 2 by 3 sum. So let me add, same denominator is there, that itself will be the new denominator, and directly add the numerators, that is 1 plus 2. That is 3 by 3. That is equal to 3 1 1. So 1 is rational integer. It is rational number only. Now, if we take the difference of two rationals, that is 8 by 3 and 2 by 7 I have taken. Let me find the difference, means minus. Here, different denominators are there. When different denominators are there, you need to find the LCM. 3 1 ja, here 7 1 ja, like this. So 3 into 7, that is 21 is the LCM. So that is my new denominator. Now, by cross multiplication, 8 into 7 is 56, minus I multiply like this, 3 2 ja, 6. So 56 minus 6 is 50 by 21. That is the simplest form. If I observe this one, this is also in P by Q form. 50 is also integer, 21 is also an integer, and denominator is not equal to 0. So it is rational. The similar way, if I find the product, I have taken simple rational numbers 4 and 3. What is 4 3 ja? 12. It is rational. 12 can be written as 12 by 1. In P by Q form, it is rational. Now let us move on to the quotient. Quotient means division of two rationals. So 1 by 2 and 1 by 5 I have taken. Let us divide these two numbers. Division of two fractions will be converted to multiplication. So to convert that, what we do? Numerator is 1 by 2 into reciprocal of the denominator. Denominator is 1 by 5. Reciprocal of it, reverse it, 5 by 1. So if I multiply this, 1 into 5 is 5. Denominators, if I multiply 2 into 1, that is 5 by 2. So here 5 by 2 is also rational. So if I observe, sum is also rational, difference is also rational, product is also rational, quotient is also rational. Not only these two examples, you can take any two rational numbers, you will get rational only. So sum, difference, product and quotient of two rationals is always irrational. So let us move on to the case 2, that is taking two irrational, and let us observe what is their sum, difference, product and quotient. So to find the sum, I have taken two examples here, the first one and the second one. The first one I have taken root 2 and minus root 2 as the irrationals to equation. If I find their sum, that will be equal to root 2 is root 2 plus into minus minus root 2. What is the answer? Root 2 minus root 2 is 0. So 0 is which type of number? It is an integer, lies in rational number. So rational. 0 is rational. Now if I take the other example, root 2 and root 3, if I find their sum, what is the answer? Root 2 by long division method we have found, that is 1.414 and so on. Non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Root 3 also non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, that is 1.73 and so on. Remember, if we add or subtract, multiply two non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, we get non-terminating, non-repeating only. So, if I find the sum of this 1.414 and so on, 1.732 and so on. If I find the sum here and so on, 4 plus 2, 6, 4, 11 carried. So 3.146 and so on. This is also non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. So that is called irrational. So sum is rational or irrational. Similarly, if you observe difference, product and quotient of two irrationals, to find the difference I have taken two same numbers, that is root 7 and root 7. Both are irrational. If I subtract, root 7 minus root 7 is 0. That is rational. Whereas if we subtract root 3 and root 2, root 3 value is 1.732 and so on. And root 2 is 1.414 and so on. Both are non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. So if I subtract, I will get like this 0.318 and so on. This is also non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So it is called irrational. So difference is also I am getting as rational or irrational. Let us move on to the product. So here I have taken two same numbers, root 2 and root 2 into. So root 2 and root 2 is root 2 whole square. So when square root, square, power 2, both are same. Order, this is called, here no number is same, is 2 is there. 2 is the order and power is 2. If both are same, we can cancel. So what is the number left out? 2. 2 is rational. It is not in the root form. Next, quotient. Next, let us take two different irrationals, root 2 and root 3. This is root of, we can multiply the numbers under the root 2 into 3. That is root 6. So root 6 is not a perfect square, it is irrational. Let us move on to the quotient, that is division of two irrational. So I have taken root 5 and root 5. Both are irrational, same numbers. If I divide them, that get cancelled. 1 is rational. If I take root 2 and root 3 and if I divide them, that is nothing but root of 2 by 3. Here 2 by 3 cannot be written as the perfect square. So it is irrational. So if we observe carefully, sum I am getting as rational, irrational. Similarly, all the three I am getting as rational or irrational. So I can say that sum, difference, product and quotient of two irrationals may be rational or irrational. Let us move on to the third case, that is, now I am going to take one rational and one irrational. Let us observe what is their sum, difference, product and quotient. So I have taken examples for all the four. The first one, to find the sum, I have taken irrational 21 and irrational root 3. If I find their sum 21, root 3 value is 1.732 and so on. If I add both of them, 21 can be written as 21.000 and so on, plus 1.732 and so on. So 2, 0 plus 3, 0 plus 7, 7.1122. So 22.732 and so on I get. So here after decimal nothing is changed. I am going to get non-terminating, non-repeating decimal only. So it is which type of number? Third type of decimal is called irrational. Difference now. Pi. Already we discussed that pi is irrational. That value is 3.1415 and so on. If I find the difference of these two, 3.1415 minus 3. So I have written here 3.1415 and so on. 3 can be written as 3.000 and so on. So 5 minus 0, 5, 1 minus 0, 1, 4 minus 0, 4, 1 minus 0, 1. So after point it has not changed. 3 minus 3, 0. So 0.1415 and so on. It is also non-terminating, non-repeating decimal and it is called irrational number. Now let us move on to the product. One rational, that is 5. Root 2 is irrational. I am going to multiply. Then the result is 5 into root 2 values 1.414 and so on, which we have found using the long division method. Non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. If I multiply 5 4 ja 20, 0, 2 carried, 5 1 ja 5 plus 2, 5 4 ja 20, so 0, 2 carried, 5 1 plus 5 plus 2, 7. So 7.070. Once again, this is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. This is called irrational. Let us move on to the quotient. So 2 and root 2 I have taken. Let me divide. If I write root 2 value as 1.414 and so on, we can divide with non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Let us solve it in easy way. 2 is there. What happens if I take root 2 into root, that is root 2 whole square, square and square root 2 can cancel, 2 only. So I am writing 2 as root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2. Root 2 cancel now. What is left out? Root 2. 2 by root 2 is root 2. Is it rational or irrational? Irrational. Children, let us move back to product and quotient. So let me take one more example. That is, even if we take 0 by root 2, that is 0. So here root 2 by 0 is not defined and 0 by root 2 is 0, which is irrational. Not only that, here if we go to the product, here also if we take 0 into a rational number root 5, that is 0. Again, that is also rational. So if we observe in all the four cases, always we are getting irrational. But if we take this case 0 into irrational number, that is rational. So here it is changing. And one more, 0 by root 2 is rational. This is also changing. Root 2 by 0 is not defined. So if we take a rational number as 0 in product and quotient, we have a small problem. So let us correct this one as a non-zero rational number. Non-zero means 0 should not be, case will not come because non-zero rational number. So 0 should be removed. The same with 0 by root 2 and root 2 by 0. So we have removed 0 from the rational numbers. So product and quotient of a non-zero rational number and irrational is always irrational only. So sum, difference, product and quotient of two rational numbers is always rational. But children, in case of quotient, if we take the denominator as rational number, that is 0, quotient with 0 is not defined, the denominator should be a non-zero rational. The second one, the sum, difference, product and quotient of two irrationals is either rational or irrational. Third, the sum, difference of a rational and irrational is always irrational, but if the product and quotient of a non-zero rational and irrational, non-zero rational and irrational is always irrational. So you know how to add, subtract, multiplication and divide rationals that you have seen in class 8. Now in this class we got irrational. So let us see more about their sum, difference, product and quotient of irrational. So here I have taken a question to understand more about the irrational. Simplify 3 root 2 plus 4 root 2. This is sum. Plus means sum. 6 root 5 minus 2 root 5. Difference. 3 root 11 plus 2 root 11 minus root 11. Both are there. Plus and minus both are there. Addition, subtract. Root 5 plus root 3. If we observe, in first question root 2 and root 2. Same irrational number is there. In second question root 5 root 5. First 2 terms 1 2. 2 terms are there. In both of them root 5 is there. Here 3 terms are there. 3 root 11 is 1 term. 2 root 11 is 1 term. Minus root 11 is third term. And all of them root 11 is there. But in fourth one, 2 different numbers are there. Root 5 and root. So let us observe how to do this problem. So here it is like algebra only. If we root 2 is like x. So 3x means 3x 4x. So how we will do 3x plus 4x? X common. 3 plus 4. Coefficients are 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4 you will add inside the bracket in the same way. In 3 root 2 3 is the coefficient. In 4 root 2 4 is the coefficient. And root 2 is common. So let me take the root 2 outside and write it as into root 2. Now what is the coefficient here? 3 and 4. 3 and 4. What is the sign in between? Plus. So 3 plus 4, that is 7 into root 2. 7 into root 2 can be written as 7 root 2. In the similar way, 6 root 5 minus 2 root 5. Here root 5 is common. Let me write that outside the bracket into root 5. Options are 6 and 2. What is the sign in between? Minus. So 6 minus 2, that is 4. 4 into root 5 is 4 root 5. Next, let us move on to the third one. Here root 11 is common. So bracket into root 11. Into you can write or you can leave it. So 3, 2, here no number. If no number, 1 is the coefficient. So 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Here 3 and 2. In between that plus sign is there. Here minus sign is there. So 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 minus 1, 4. So what is the answer? 4 root 11. Next, so here root 5 and root 3. Two different numbers are there. Remember, when same irrational number is there like root 2, root 2, we call these are like terms. Like terms can be added, that is by adding coefficients. But these are unlike terms, different. Unlike terms cannot be added. So root 5 plus root 3 is this much only. Don't do root of 5 plus 3. That is root 8, wrong. Root 5 plus root 3 is root 5 plus root 3 only. If at all if you want to simplify, write this one in decimal, this also in decimal, add and write the decimal. You can keep as it is. Addition, subtraction of irrational same. Now let us move on to multiplication and division. So here I have taken a question. Simplify root 7 into root 2, root 8 into root 2, third root 18 into root 10 and root 14 by root 2. Let me take those questions. And root 14 by root 2. Now see the first one. Whenever you have into and two irrational numbers like this root can be written as root of what are the numbers under the root? 7 and 2. Those can be multiplied under the root, under the same root. So 7 into 2, 14. So root 14 is the answer. Here 14 is not a perfect square. If you see 14, 2 7 square root. So 2 is the adder. So two same numbers we don't have. So leave it. Root 8 into root 2. This can be written as in the same way. 8 under the root, 8 into 2. That is root of 16. 16 is a perfect square. Square of which number? 4. So root of 4 square. Square root and square, it will get cancelled. Answer is 4. Next, root 18 into root 10. In the same way, we can write 18 into 10. That is root 180. But here, if we divide 180 with the prime numbers, 2 90, 2 45, 5 9, 3 3. So here in 180 there are 2 2s and 2 3s. Order is square root, square is the order. So 2 same numbers are there. So this can be written as 2 square into 3 square into 5. When root of is there, when perfect squares are there, separate the roots like this. Square root 2 square into square root of 3 square into root 5. Here no perfect square. Square and square root get cancelled. Square and square root get cancelled. 2 into 3 into this will be under the root only. So 2 3 are 6. This is outside the root into root 5. So like this, 1/8. If it is not in the simplest form, we have to simplify it. Now let us move on to root 14 divided by root 2. This can be written as under the same root. 14 and 2. We can divide under the root. 2 7 jam. So root 7 by 1, that is root 7 is the answer. Children, now irrationals we are seeing till now. Square root of. Not only those, we may have cube root, 6th root, 4th root, 100th root of. Here inside this v 3 should be written. If it is written outside, meaning is different. That 3 will become quotient. These are also irrationals and rationals. Let us observe. Cube root 8. Here 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Which is cube root of 2 cube. Here cube root and power 3 both are same. It get cancelled. When square root and power 2 is get cancelled, cube root and power 3 get cancelled. That is 2. 2 is rational only. But if you go to this is cube root of 16, which means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. It can be written as 2 cube into 2. If we separate cube root 2 cube into cube root 2, this I am separating the root of cube root. So get cancelled. 2 into cube root. This is irrational. So like wire roots, we have cube roots or fourth roots and fifth roots also. Let us see this question. Simplify. First one, root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. Second one, 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Root 7 plus root 5 into root 2 plus root 3. Here two terms are there. Binomial by binomial. Binomial by binomial. Here also root 5 plus root 2 whole square means root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. Root 7 plus root 5 into root 2 plus root 3. So this is also multiplication. We have seen this formula in algebra, that is a plus b into a minus b, which has a square minus b square. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. A plus b into c plus d is ac plus ad plus bc plus bd. Okay? So aim here, root 5 plus root 2, root 5 minus root 2, root 5, root 5, a, root 2, b, plus and minus only. Signs are different. Irrational numbers. This is like a plus b. This is like a minus b. So first formula. 2, 2, same. So this is a. Root 3, root 3. Second numbers are also same. Plus, minus and plus is there. A minus b into a plus b. That is also same as a plus b into a minus b. Just reversed. That's all. But both are same. And that is also a square minus b square formula. Third one. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square. That is a plus b whole square. Fourth one is like the fourth one. Let us simplify this. So the first one, root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. Root 5 same. So this is like a. Whereas root 2, root 2 is same. This is like b. We have a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So a square minus b square. So here what is a? That is root 5. B is root 2. But here root 5 whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. Here also square and square root get cancelled. That is 5 minus 2. How much is that? 3. In the similar way, 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. So 2, 2. This is a. This is a. Root 3. This is b. This is b. So a minus b into a plus b. Once again, a square minus b square. So a is how much? 2. b root 3. Here square and square root get cancelled. 2 square is 2 into 2. That is 4 minus what is left out here? 3. 4 minus 3 is how much? 1. So let us move on to the third one. Here a plus b. So here a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. I am just changing it as a square plus b square plus 2ab. Just exchange these two. Like this also I can write. So here a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2a into b. So a is root 5, b is root 2. A into b. A is root 5, b is root 2. So square and square root get cancelled. 5 plus root 2 whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. 2 plus 2 into root 5 into root 2. Under the root 5 2 ja. That is 10. This is 5 plus 2. Both are rational. We can add 7 plus 2 root 10. Is it the same? Whether we need to simplify? Don't add 7 and 2 here. That is the first question we have seen. If we have 7 root 10 and 2 root 10. 7 root 10 and 2 root 10. 7 plus 2 root 10 is common. 7 plus 2 9 root 10 we can write. Like terms. But these are not like terms. 7 is different. 2 root 10 is different. These are unlike terms. Cannot be added. So this itself is the answer. Let us move on to the fourth one. Root 7 plus root 5 into root 2 plus root 3. Here the second binomial, that is root 2 plus root 3. Let us write 2 times. The second binomial must be multiplied with 2 terms of the first binomial. So here what are the 2 terms? Root 7 and root 5. With root 7 I need to multiply this. With root 5 also I need to multiply. Now in between this, what is the sign here in between first 2 terms in the first one? Plus. That should be written. Now if I multiply root 7 into root 2. Root 7 into root 2 is root of 7 into 2, that is 40. So here root 7 into root 2 is root 40 plus root 7 into root 3. Both of them must be multiplied with root 7. Root 7 into root 3, that is root 7 into 3, that is 21. In the similar way, inside the bracket, root 5 into root 2 is root of 5 2 is 10 plus root of 5 into root 3. 5 3 is 15. Now if I remove this 2 bracket, in front of this there is no sign. I can write as it is root 21. Here both the terms inside the second bracket must be multiplied with plus, but here no sign. No sign means plus. Plus into plus plus root 10. Plus into plus plus root 15. So if I write this in the order, 21 first, then highest root 15, then root 14, then root 10. You can write like this, or here itself we can stop. So like this we have to multiply binomial by binomial. If we have from the above problem, I just listed the following: root a whole square, square and square root get cancelled, that is a. Root a square, square and square root get cancelled, that is also a. Second one, root a into root b is how much? Root of a into b. Not only root a, square root nth root of a into nth root of b is nth root of a into b. Third one, root a by root b is root of a by b. Similarly, nth root a by nth root b is equal to nth root of a by b. Now root a plus root b into root a minus root b is equal to a minus b. That is a square minus b square. Square roots and root and square root get cancelled. A minus b. A plus root b into a minus root b is a square minus b. Root a plus root b whole square is, if you multiply root a plus root b into root a plus root b, a plus b in plus 2 root a b. Root a minus root b whole square is a plus b minus 2 root a b. Just plus and minus, only these signs are different. Root a plus root b into root c plus root b is root ac plus root ad plus root bc plus root bd. And ninth one, like this, into and division is there. If we take plus, that is not equal to root of a plus b, not equal. If we take root a minus root b, that is not equal to root of a minus b. Means you should not take, if we have like this, that is not equal to 5 minus 3, that is root 2. Wrong. Let us move on to the next topic, laws of exponents, which we have studied in class 8th. If we take a to the power of m, or in simply a power m. Here a is called base, whereas m is called index or exponent. This form is called exponential form. What happens if we multiply two exponential forms? If we divide, that we can understand from the laws of exponents. To do such problems, we need laws of exponents. Let us review the laws of exponents. So I have written the laws of exponents here. Here 1, 2, 3, first 3 which are in yellow color are with the same base. If you see the base here, a power m by a power n. A base is same, but powers are m, n. Powers are different, bases are same. Here a power m, whole power n. Same base, different powers. If you see 4th, 5th and 6th one, a power m into b power m. A, b bases are different, but m, powers are same. Same with 5 also. A power m by b power m. Bases are different, same power. So first 3 are with the same base, whereas 4th and 5th are with the same power. Okay. So when we have exponential forms with the same base, if we want to multiply, then the same base should be written. Powers must be added. For example, if we have 2 power 5 and 2 cube, both are exponential form, but in between into is there. So multiplication, what we should do? We need to add the powers, but with the same base. So 2 is the base and 5 plus 3, that is 2 power 5 plus 3 is 8. So 2 power 8 is nothing but 2 into like this 8 times you need to write and multiply. That you will get it as 256. Come to the next one, a power m by a power n. When exponential forms are divided, same base a should be written, powers need to be subtracted. So here 5 power 4 by 5 square, that is 5 is the same base, powers 4 minus 2, that is 5 square. 5 square is 5 into 5, that is equal to 25. Next, a power m, whole power n. Here whole power m, this is different from a power m power n. Whole power, if whole power is there, then a power m into n. So here 10 square whole power 10, that is equal to 10 power m into n. A power m into n. So 2 into 10, that is 10 power 2 into 10 is 20. So 10 should be written 20 times, 10 into 10 into 10 into like this, and we need to multiply, that is equal to 10 power 20. If it is difficult to write such a big answer, we keep it in exponential, we keep the answer in exponential form only. Let us move on to the 4th, 5th, which are with different bases and same power. So a power m into b power m, here also into multiplication. Okay, that is equal to a into b whole power m. So 7 power 4 into 4 power 4. 7 and 4 are the bases, different, but same powers are there. So here whole power 4, 7 into 4 inside the bracket. 7 into 4 is 28. 28 power 4. Next, fifth one, a power m by b power m. That is a by b whole power m. So if we have 5 cube by 7 cube, that can be written as 5 by 7 whole cube. Now let us move on to a power 0. What is a power 0? Actually this sixth formula came from second one only. A power m by a power n, that is equal to a power m minus n. What happens if we take m equal to n? N place also m. So a power m, in n place also I am going to write. So a power m, a power m minus m. M minus m is 0. So we have right hand side a power 0. In LHS, a number is divided by itself is 1. But here 1 is 1, 2 by 2 is 1, 3 by 3 is 1, 4 by 4 is 1. But 0 by 0, 0, 0 by 0, 0, 1 by 0. So 0 by 0 if we take, we have a problem with this. So a power 0 is value is 1, but when a is equal to 0, that 0 power 0 we can't say. We say that it is not defined. So a power 0 1, but a is not equal to 0. Now let us move on to the seventh one. A power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n. When negative power is there, that can be converted into positive power. Actually this formula came from once again from the second one. Second one, if we take a power m by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. What happens if we take m equal to 0? Then a power 0 divided by a power n is equal to other side a power 0 minus n. So a power 0 value is 1. For all these formulas, a, b are not equal to 0. That condition is there. So a power 0 not equal to 0. So 0 power 0 is not there because a is not equal to 0. So a power 0 is 1 divided by a power n, that is equal to 0 minus n is n. So this is our seventh formula. For example, if we have 5 power minus 3, that can be written as 1 divided by 5 cube. That is 1 by 5 into 5 into 5. That is 1 by 125. Next, eighth one, nth root a. We have seen, we have the irrational numbers, not only square roots, cube roots, fourth root also. So whenever nth root a is there, this nth root n is the called as order. This nth root a form can be converted into exponential form. A power 1 by n. So if we have cube root of 7, that can be written as 7 power 1 by 3. If we have fifth root, we will write it as 7 power 1 by 5. So nth root a can be converted into exponential form. These are the laws of exponents which we are going to see now. But in class 8, where are bases and powers we have taken, those we have taken as the simple numbers, integers. 2, 3, minus 3, like this only. Integers only we have taken. Most of the cases we have taken natural numbers only. So now in this class, we are going to extend these laws of exponents where a and b are real numbers. That means real numbers means both rational and irrational are there. So a, b values basis can be either rational or irrational, whereas powers, that is m, n, exponents can be rational. Exponents cannot be taken as irrational, and a, b not equal to 0 condition is there. So here a, b are real numbers, m, n can be rational only. But a, b are real numbers we are saying, but from those we are taking out the 0. So a, b should not be taken as 0. So these are the conditions. Take a question now. For it simplified, first one 2 power 2 by 3 into 2 power 1 by 3. We observe here, it is with the same base. So same base means first formula. In between into is also there. So it is first formula. So powers must be added. So 2 power 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. That is 2 power, same denominator is there. That is the new denominator. New numerator is 2 plus 1. So 2 power 3 by 3, that is 2 power 1, that is equal to 2. Second one, 5 power 1 by 7 whole power, which it is like a power m whole power n. Third formula. So in that case, powers must be multiplied. So the same base 5 should be written. In the powers 1 by 7 into 4. That is 4 can be written as 4 by 1. So 5 power 1 into 4 is 4 by 7. 5 power 4 by 7 is the answer. Now let us move on to the third one. That is 3 power 1 by 3 divided by 3 power 1 by 5. Exponentials are divided and here if you observe, same base 3 is there. So when same base 3 is there, that is out of first 3 formulae, so here same base and divided, second formula, powers must be subtracted. So 3 power 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5, this is equal to 3 5, LCM is 50, by cross multiplication 1 into 5 is 5 minus, by cross multiplication like this, 1 into 3 is 3. So we have 3 power 5 minus 3 is 2 by 15, 3 power 2 by 15. Now fourth one, that is 16 power 1 by 2. Here 16 can be prime factorized. 2 8 ja, 2 is a prime number, 2 4 ja, 2 2 ja. So 16 can be written as 1 2 3 4, 2 power 4. Here one more power is there. In such cases we need to write the bracket, then the power which we are having. So now we read it as 2 power 4 whole power 1 by 2. So this is which formula? Third one, a power m whole power n. That is a power m into n. Powers must be multiplied. So powers 4 into 1 by 2. 2 2 ja. So 2 power 2 into 1, that is 2 square. 2 square is 2 into 2. 4. 4 is the answer. Now the fifth question. 3 power minus 2. Here negative power is there. To convert negative power into positive power, we have the seventh formula. A power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n. So 3 square. So 1 by 3 into 3, that is 1 by 9. Sixth question, root 3 whole power 1 by 2. Here I have taken base as irrational number. So here nth root can be converted into exponential form. So what is the order here? There is no number. If there is no number, 2 is there. Let us write this whole power 1 by 2. So square root of 3 can be written as 3 power 1 by 2 using this formula. Now here we have a power m whole power n, that is a power m into n. So 3 power 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 3 power 1 by 1 into 1 is 1, 2 2 is 4, 3 power 1 by 4. This is the answer. Or this can be written as, if we reverse it back, a power 1 by n can be written as nth root of a. So here 4th root of 3, or you can stop up to here. Let us move on to the next question. Simplify 4th root of 81 minus 8 into 8 is the coefficient here. Cube root of 3 is inside this v. Cube root of 343 plus 15 into 5th root of 32 plus square root of 225. So let me take the question. All these numbers under the root can be prime factorized. So 81, 327 ja, 39 ja, 33 ja. So how many 3's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 81 can be written as 3 power 4 minus 8 into cube root of 343, 749 ja, 7 7 ja. So it is 7 cube. 343 can be written as 7 cube plus 15 into 5th root of 32. If you observe here, 2 16 ja, 2 8 ja, 2 4 ja, 2 2 ja. How many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 power 5. Plus here 225 is there. So 545 ja, 5 9 ja, 3 3 ja. If you observe here, 5 3 ja 15, 5 3 ja 15. 15 into 15 we can write. Why I am writing 15 into 15? Here square root is there. I am going to express the number under the root as the square of some other number. So 15 square. So here 4th and 4th root, cube and cube root, when order and power are same, those get cancelled. 5th root and power 5, square root and power 2 will get cancelled. So 3 minus 8 into, under the root 7 is left out. Let us keep it in a bracket, plus 15 into 2 plus 15. So how much is this? 3 minus 8 7 ja 56 plus 15 2 ja 30 plus 15. If we add all the positive numbers, 3 30, 33 plus 15, that is 48 minus 56, that is equal to minus 8. Children, hope you understood. Children, take your homework, worksheet 5. First question, sum of a rational number and irrational number is dash. Option, rational or irrational. Second one, simplest form of square root 32 is equal to dash. Answer, 4 root or 32. Third one, 23 power 4 whole power 0 whole power 2 is equal to dash. Answer, 0 or 1. Fourth, what is the cube root of 125? That is cube root. Cube root of 125 is equal to dash. Answer, 5 or 25. Pick any one. On fifth one, 5 root 5. It is 5 into root 5 plus 2 into root 5. 2 root 5 is equal to dash. Answers given as 7 root 5 bar 7 root 10. Sixth question, simplify the following. In that first question is given as 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. Second one, root 3 plus root 7 whole square, it is an a plus b whole square. Third one, root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7, it is a minus b into a plus b formula. Seventh question, classify the following as rational or irrational. First question, 5 minus root 3. Second one, root 2 minus 2 whole square. Third one, 2 root 7 by 7 root 7. Eighth question, find 16 power 3 by 2. Second one, 32 power 1 by 5. Third, 46,656 whole power minus 1 by 6. Ninth question, visualize 2.874 on the number line using successive magnification. Visualize 5.2828 and so on the number line up to 3 decimal places. Now let us see the answer for the worksheet 4 that is given in last video. The first question, hypotenuse is the dash side in a right triangle. Options, shortest or longest. Answer is longest. Second one, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of two legs. This is dash theorem. Answer, Pythagoras. Third one, root 11 lies between which two integers, 3 and 4. Fourth one, explain with an example how irrational numbers differ from rational number. Let us take the example root 2 by 3. It is an irrational number which is in p by q form, but here not both p and q are integers. Both numerator and denominator are not integers, but whereas in a rational number both p, q are integers. Fifth one, find two irrationals between 2 and 3. 2.50, 500, 5000 and so on, and 2.87, 877, 8777 and so on. Sixth one, find two irrational numbers between 0.7 and 0.77. So answer is 0.72, 722, 732 and so on. In the same way, 0.74, 744, 7444 and so on. Seventh question, find an irrational number between 5 by 7 and 7 by 9. How many more there may be? 5 by 7 is 0.714, 7 by 9 is 0.778, so 0.76, 766, 7666 and so on is the required number. How many more there may be? There are infinite irrationals in between 5 by 7 and 7 by 9. Next question, locate root 10 on the number line. So here root 10 lies between 3 and 4. 3 is our base. By taking 3 as the base and 1 unit as the height, we have to construct a right angle triangle with 3 base 3 and height 1. You are going to get the hypotenuse root 10, and with root 10 you have to draw an arc from both. That cuts that to indicate root 10. Find the value of root 7 up to 6 decimal places. Answer is given here, children. Just check it. Thank you all.